Welcome back. In the previous class, we have done the if-else statement or the decision making in C++. We have seen how if-else works, and moreover, we have seen how we can implement it in a program. Today, what we're going to do is, today we are starting what we call as nested if-else. A nested if-else is also a very important topic. It is related to if-else, so you will not have any issues in understanding it if you have understood the previous lesson. But if you have not seen the previous lesson, don't watch this now. You watch the previous lesson first and then come back here. Otherwise, you may not understand what we are doing. Now, in the previous class, we have seen how if-else work is that we have if, and then we have condition over here, and then we have some statements, statement 1, then we do else or else if, and then we have further statements. Now, what is nested if-else? In simple words, we can say that it is like one if-else statement is put inside another if-else statement. What does it mean? For example, if I write something like this, if A is greater than B, and I give the curly bracket here. Inside here, I write again, if B is greater than C, then I will do A equal to B plus C. So this is suppose a statement. Here I have A equal to 1. Sorry, I'll write A equal to 2, B equal to 1, and I will write C equal to 0. So if I see over here in this particular statement, you can see that A is greater than B, which is obvious because 2 is greater than 1. Then it will come inside whether B is greater than C. Yes, 1 is greater than 0. So this will work. What will happen is B plus C. What is B? 0. Sorry, B is 1, C is 0. So this will be 1, and 1 will replace the A. What was A? It was 2. Now A will become 1. Let's understand this a much more better way with a program. So as you can see, I have made a program using nested if-else. Here what I have done is I have taken an integer variable I where I have put a value 5. I have done the first if statement where I have seen is equal to 5. So whether I is equal to 5, yes it is. As you can see here, I is equal to 5. Then in the next line what I did is if I is less than 15, which is also true because I is 5, so it is always less than 15. And then I'm doing a cout statement. So that means this line will definitely get printed. So I'm going to use a comment and write printed. This will definitely get printed. Next, I did one more if statement where I have written here I is less than 12. That is also true because I is 5. So 12 is obviously greater than 5. So that means this statement is also true. So this will also get printed. Else I is greater than 15. Now this else is of this if. If this condition is true, if I write here, which is this is true, it will not come in the else. It will not come here. So this thing will not get printed. So if I run the code, we should see I is smaller than 15, I is smaller than 12 too. But this will not get printed. If I run the code, as you can see, I is smaller than 15, I is smaller than 12 too. So both the lines are printed. Last line is not getting printed. This way you can combine if-else statement and you can make as many combinations as possible, and you can make as many nested if-else as possible. Just you have to be very careful of how many if you're using, how many else you're using, and how many if-else you're using, because it sometimes becomes very complicated and sometimes becomes very tricky in order to use nested if-else just because of this reason. So that was the simple basic knowledge about nested if-else. The next session will do ternary operators where it will make the if-else conditions and statement much more simpler way, which you will see in the next lesson. If you have any doubts regarding the nested if-else, you can put down in the comments section. I will try to help you out as fast as possible.